I'm sending you guys lots of love and comfort right now.
Planning a funeral can be difficult enough, but imagine doing it in a pandemic. The coronavirus has forced the $20 billion a year death industry into the digital age.
We've gone from an industry that, as I say, is very steeped in tradition, very slow to change, to really, gone from one extreme to the other.
Government shutdowns have limited many funerals to only 10 people, including funeral home staff, and that has cut into revenues. So funeral companies have scrambled to invest in things like live streaming. Jay Dodds manages one of the largest companies in North America, Parklawn, and is president of the International Cemetery Cremation and Funeral Association. He says funeral directors are learning to be creative.
We've been doing drive-by funerals. We had a young man that passed away, and the family really wanted to have a service. So we did a setup in our parking lot, and over 200 cars drove by and paid their respects. It's things that 2 months ago we would have thought, well, that we would never do that.
Customer expectations are also changing. A survey by the Foresight companies, which consults to the funeral industry, found that 40% of people expect live streaming to continue to be part of the industry, as increasingly fewer people feel the need to actually attend a funeral in person. The biggest change, however, has been putting pricing and planning funerals online, unheard of before. But 75% of the people surveyed said they expect it.
And actually 53% of the people are telling us that they won't do business with businesses that don't give them that level of transparency.
We've always hesitated of putting them online because we're also mandated by the Federal Trade Commission to itemize our prices. So our price lists are pretty complicated.
But Dodds expects that too will change.
There's going to need to be more transparency from an online perspective.
Not everything has changed. Demand for cremations has stayed about the same, and many people who've lost loved ones are still planning to eventually have memorial services. And every day, funeral workers are still going into homes and hospitals doing their jobs, even in a pandemic, calling themselves final responders. Jane Wells, CNBC Business News, Los Angeles.